Good evening, everyone. I'll open a public hearing and begin with a legal notice of our public hearing tonight. The Common Council of the City of Olean, New York, has scheduled a public hearing for Tuesday, December 10th, 2024 at 6 p.m. in the council chambers of the Olean Municipal Building. The purpose of this hearing is to receive public input on the proposed local law 05-2024 to enact the City of Olean hotel room occupancy tax. For more information or for a copy of the proposed legislation, please contact the Common Council office at 716-376-5635 or visit www.cityofolean.org. At this time, I would invite any members of the public to approach the podium. Please state your name and address. And this is in regards to this proposed legislation for the City of Olean hotel room occupancy tax. We will have the standard public comment in the regular meeting as well. So at this time, I will invite any members of the public that would like to make a statement on this proposed local law. Anyone? 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 All right, seeing no one, I will call the public hearing closed. Next, I'll call to order the committee of the whole for Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. Let the record show that all aldermen are present, with the exception of Alderman Panis, who is excused. Our agenda tonight is short, even shorter than previously expected. So we were hoping to have all the information necessary to give the council an update on the Wayne Street Safe Routes to School project. This was a $1.4 million grant that was awarded a couple of years ago for a Wayne Street shared use path and safety improvements around the Olean Middle School and school area. We're waiting on some more additional information, so I've asked that this it's on the agenda. We're going to keep it on the agenda. We're going to move it to next Tuesday as we have back-to-back meetings, and we'll give you some more update at that time. If there are any comments or questions, I'm more than open to them at this time. Okay, seeing none, I'll make a motion to adjourn the committee of the whole. I'm sorry. Sorry, Jen.
That's okay. As far as, do we need to, are we discussing any, cost reductions today? Are we waiting on that, or?
So we're waiting to get some updated data from the engineering firm. What I would encourage you to do if you've reviewed the initial concept is you can go ahead and send comments back to me and the mayor. We're going to try to, for the sake of redundancy, try to hit some of the obvious ones and work with the engineering firm to add those as bid alternates to take it out of the whole project scope. And if you have additional comments or thoughts, go ahead and give that back. But I just, we want to make sure that we have the updated information. There's a couple questions regarding the engineering costs and inspection services and things like that. We didn't want to just give you guys we'll follow up, right? We wanted to try to make sure we have all the information for you tonight. So, but if you do have any thoughts or comments, shoot them our way, and we'll pass that on to the engineering firm. We are going to have to make a kind of a yes or no, go or no go decision, whether we keep that funding within the next probably month. So it'll continue to be on the agenda. Any other comments or questions on this? Okay, seeing none, I'll make a motion to adjourn the committee of the whole. Can I get a second, please? Seconded by Alderwoman Forney. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. I'll call to order the regular meeting of the Common Council for Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. Will the clerk please call the attendance roll?
Alderman Benyon. Here. Alderman Panis. Alderwoman Forney.
Here.
Alderwoman McCall.
Here.
Alderman Robinson.
Here.
Alderman Anastasia.
Here.
And President Crawford.
Here, please rise for the invocation and the pledge of allegiance.
Heavenly Father, we come to you today asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin this meeting. Help us to engage in meaningful discussion, allow us to grow closer as a group, and nurture the bonds of this community. In your name we pray.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Reading, correcting, and approval of the minutes of the previous regular meeting.
The regular meeting of the Olean Common Council was held on Tuesday, November 26, 2024 at 6:05 p.m. Present were Alderman Crawford, Benyon, Panis, McCall, Robinson, and Anastasia. Alderwoman Forney was absent.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the previous regular meeting. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Benyon. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Committee reports and unfinished council business.
None?
How about communications from the mayor? None. Thank you. Okay. Miscellaneous communications.
None?
City official reports.
None.
How about proposed legislation and referrals?
PL number 111-24 by Alderman Crawford, referred to regular meeting Tuesday, December 10th, 2024, for resolution by council president. PL number 112-24 by Mayor Alio, referred to regular meeting Tuesday, December 10th, 2024, for resolution by council president. PL number 113-24 by Mayor Alio, referred to regular meeting Tuesday, December 10th, 2024, for resolution by council president. And PL number 114-24 by Mayor Alio, referred to regular meeting Tuesday, December 10th, 2024, for resolution by council president.
Okay, thank you very much. Before I open it up to public comment, I'd like to give an opportunity to any of the aldermen to make a statement at this time. Alderman Anastasia.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything the council can do, but maybe the mayor might have some connections in Albany. But I was on the news that gas prices, national gas prices, are down to $3.16, I believe. They're $3.35 in Buffalo. They're $2.99 in Emporium, Pennsylvania. $3.35 in Belmont. Why in the hell is Olean $3.59 for quick fill? So it seems like they're doing a little price gouging here. So I'm just wondering if, I don't know if the mayor has any contacts, like I said, if he could send a letter or an email to somebody in Albany to have them investigate why our gas prices are so high.
All right. Anyone else? All right. At this time, I'll ask the clerk to please read the public comment statement.
The public comment portion of the Common Council regular meeting is established to provide members of the community with the opportunity to publicly state their views, voice their concerns, or to provide input pertaining to any issue affecting city government. Additionally, the mayor, Common Council members, and city department heads encourage any person with questions to contact them at their offices.
Okay, thank you very much. At this time, I will invite any members of the public to approach the podium. State your name and address for the record, please. 5 minutes.
Hello, my name is Robert Kennedy, and I live at 917 and a half Seneca Avenue. I would like to discuss the sidewalk safety in Olean. As a disabled veteran, I find it very difficult to get up and down the sidewalks. I recently fell on one of the local politicians' sidewalks on North Union Street, and when I asked him about it, he told me to do better. So today I stand here and I ask the city to please do better, as you are in violation of the Americans with Disability Act. When I can't pass these sidewalks and I have 27 local businesses on camera, to this day, that I cannot walk down this Union Street, or East State Street, excuse me, because the sidewalks are still covered in ice from the Salvation Army all the way up through. I find that in violation of city code. Somebody needs to do something. I would ask the city, please, look out for the disabled of this community and do something. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Yes. Good evening. My name is Jessica L. Kraus. My address is P.O. Box 21, Salamanca, New York. Physical address 484 Fair Oak Street, Salamanca, New York. I am a member of the Seneca Nation. I come just to be curious and to learn more about the progress that's been made as far as the sewage outflows. I understand it's a combined sewage and stormwater outflow. I am also a deeded landholder. I have my deed with me. I have land on the Allegheny River, Allegheny Indian Reservation. I didn't acquire this property because I paid for it and I wanted it because I wanted waterfront property. I had this property because it was bequeathed to me by my uncle. I come from a family that were both, my mother and father were both born and raised on Quaker Bridge, which is now underwater. But that's history. But where we are now is I had this property that sits on the river, and for years since I was a little girl, I was able to enjoy it, to swim and so forth. But last summer was the first time that we were unable to really enjoy it. I didn't allow my child to swim in the water. I also rent properties there, so I gave notice to my rental people that do not, to proceed with caution. So last summer, we didn't get to enjoy our time at the river. And I just would like to know and like to see some progress being made towards this, because this is not just my recreational grounds, it's my home, my family's home, where they were living and where they grew up before they were displaced. So it's not just a center of recreation, it's our history, it's my thread. So I urge you to take some action, and I really hope that this summer that we can really freely enjoy our time down at the river. Thank you.
Glenn Wall, 9346 Sawmill Run Road, Little Valley. I think my first time here about the sewage problem was last March or so. Now it's December, and the city has not taken any actions that significantly affect the overflow discharge crisis. I know many of you don't consider it a crisis, but if you look online for the impact of raw sewage on a river, you soon will. The closest the city has come to making progress was putting out an RFP last summer that no firm responded to. In the last few weeks, I've pressed the mayor and I've pressed Mr. Camp to find out what their plans are now, as it's been almost 4 months since the RFP attempt failed. Unless they're not telling me something, the city, as of now, has no plans in place to fix this problem. At the last meeting, the mayor said he would have an announcement for me early last week. The announcement, which came by email, was sending me a copy of a 22-year-old study, a copy of the city's sewage ordinance, and a sentence about trying to identify connections that need correcting. Certainly not the comprehensive plan that's really needed. So we're left with lots of questions. Why at this late date has there been no new plan decided on to solve this problem? Why aren't we hearing about a new RFP that is much narrower in scope and focused on getting a company to do only the needed smoke tests and other things to determine which addresses are in compliance and which ones aren't, so the code enforcers can then make sure those places comply? It doesn't even have to be the whole city, just the homes and businesses serviced by the 4 problematic lift pumps. Or why aren't we hearing of a plan to do that in-house, hiring some new people and training them to discern whether a location is segregating their rainwater and sewage? Why hasn't there even been a letter sent to property owners saying that the city soon will be enforcing the sewer ordinance, and so they should make sure they're in compliance? Because even though the city doesn't know exactly who is in compliance and who isn't, many homeowners do know and could start making plans to fix their systems in the spring. These and many other things are among the concrete actions the city could be taking. If one looks at the evidence, the conclusion that the city now has no intention of fixing the problem could be a valid one. I hope that's not the case. But if it's not the case, then you need to first set a goal and make a commitment to yourselves and to the public that sewage overflow discharges will stop by the end of this coming summer. That gives you 8 months to plan and act. Once you have made that commitment, figure out which of the 3 solutions is the best. Enlarging the capacity of the 4 lift stations, building containment tanks to hold overflow, or making sure properties are segregating rainwater from sewage. You'll likely choose the last one, and you can then do what should have been done last summer. As I told the mayor, other cities are successful at this, and Olean should be too. Salamanca has a 95% compliance rate and has never discharged sewage into the river. whereas Olean has discharged 1.2 million gallons of raw sewage just in the last 6 years, and will likely discharge more this coming year. But you can make this coming year the last one where there is a discharge. So far, it seems like there are more folks on this side of the rail interested in protecting the Allegheny River than there are on your side of the rail. Please prove that statement false by your actions in the next few weeks. Please defend the Ohio, our beautiful river. Thank you.
Tega wanon dance. Bigaso. Ohio chonegano. You guys know who I am. Man, I'm disappointed in you guys. What's the problem here? Wasn't here that long ago. Glenn stated the issues that were happening, and we come here and we join you guys in the meeting, trying to encourage the protection of the waterway. And we made some progress. I thought we did. Come summer solstice, down the drain just like everything else does in this frickin' city. You guys, no compliance. You guys even care? I don't think you do. That is very disheartening. We are human beings and we have a responsibility for the caretaking of our mother, the waters, and all of whom they provide. That's every single one of us. We have that role and responsibility, and I'm here to remind you again. Sickening. A lot of people can't enjoy the waterway because of you, because of your neglect. Because you guys ain't doing nothing. Tell me why. Any one of you, tell me why. What's the problem? I don't hear anybody. No response? Just like why I tried to encourage you guys in participation in the caretaking of these waters and celebration of these waters. Did you choose to participate? No. No, you didn't. The honor that I afforded you came from here, came from my heart, from my love and the care that I have for these waters and for our mother. And I extended that to you in friendship. And what'd you guys do? You turned your back on me. You squashed it. Roles and responsibilities, we have those. Mine are ancient. Well beyond your ancestry. You guys are but visitors. You shall remain visitors until you know well enough to take care of this water, take care of the lands. Come on, you got elders here that can't even walk down the streets in the city. You guys got problems here. You guys better do something to fix them. I offered you my help. What can I do? What can I do to help you? Other than stand here and scold you guys. Is that what you need? I'll continue to do it. I got enough going on in my life, let alone worry about this river. You guys are the problem. You can rectify it. You have the means, you have the ability. You guys have set up a good plan. Wasn't that long ago, man. Sounded pretty damn good. I was proud of you. Not no more. Not no more. So I ask you again, what's the problem? I ask you again, what can I do to help? I'm going to continue, hopefully We get more people here involved. I don't know what we gotta do, man. This is ridiculous. Guys are all adults. Should know better. It's about time you do something.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? This time I'll call public comment closed. Finance and bills?
None.
Resolutions?
Resolution number 116-24, PL number 111-24, to reschedule the December 24th, 2024 regular meeting of the Olean Common Council to December 17th, 2024.
All right, so we discussed this last week, given that the next regular meeting falls on Christmas Eve. Alderman Robinson said he was going to be pretty busy that night, going house to house, and so we were going to move that forward. He's got a long night ahead, so we're going to go ahead and move that to December 17th. Any comments or questions? All right, seeing none, I'll go ahead and make a motion. Could I get a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Anastasia. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Benyon,
Yes.
Alderwoman Forney,
Yes.
Alderwoman McCall,
Yes.
Alderman Robinson,
Yes.
Alderman Anastasia,
Yes.
and President Crawford.
Yes.
Resolution passes unanimously. Resolution number 117-24, PL number 112-24, to authorize the mayor to submit a grant application to the Department of Homeland Security's Federal Emergency Management Agency under, the fiscal year 2024 Assistance to Firefighters Grant Program for funding associated with the purchase of a fire engine.
Okay, the fire chief presented us this opportunity last week. Any comments or questions? Could I get a couple sponsors?
I'll sponsor.
Motion's made by Alderwoman McCall. Could I get a second?
Second.
Seconded by Alderwoman Forney. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Benyon,
Yes.
Alderwoman Forney,
Yes.
Alderwoman McCall,
Yes.
Alderman Robinson,
Yes.
Alderman Anastasia,
Yes.
and President Crawford.
Yes.
Resolution passes unanimously. Resolution number 118-24, PL number 113-24, to authorize the mayor to submit a grant application to the Department of Homeland Security's Federal Emergency Management Agency under the fiscal year 2024 Assistance to Firefighters Grant Program for funding associated with the purchase of radios.
Okay, same thing. We heard about this one last week. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, could I get a couple sponsors?
Sponsor.
Motion is made by Alderman Robinson and seconded by Alderman Benyon. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Benyon,
Yes.
Alderwoman Forney,
Yes.
Alderwoman McCall,
Yes.
Alderman Robinson,
Yes.
Alderman Anastasia,
Yes.
and President Crawford.
Yes.
Resolution passes unanimously. Resolution 119-24, PL number 114-24, resolution authorizing free parking on West State Street and North Union Street, as well as in all City of Olean parking lots on November 29, 2024 through January 3rd, 2025.
Okay, so the mayor brought this forward. We do this every year. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, could I get a couple sponsors?
I'll sponsor.
Second.
Motion made by Alderman McCall, seconded by Alderman Robinson. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Benyon,
Yes.
Alderwoman Forney,
Yes.
Alderwoman McCall,
Yes.
Alderman Robinson,
Yes.
Alderman Anastasia,
Yes.
and President Crawford.
Yes.
And the resolution passes unanimously.
Okay, anything before we adjourn? All right, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Benyon. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?